These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hi there, I'm Jamie Warren with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. While we don't have any rain chances in our forecast today, we do continue to monitor the fallout from that massive storm that tore through the city of Tempe last week. I first told you earlier this week how the Disaster Assistance Center was opening up on Thursday at Community Christian Church. That's off of Broadway and College Avenue. Well, today is the last day to take advantage of those services. That center will be open from noon to 7. Phoenix police, they need your help searching for the driver accused of hitting and killing a pedestrian. This happened just before 6 o'clock yesterday morning near 43rd Avenue in McDowell. Witnesses say that a woman in her 40s was driving a gray Jeep Cherokee when she hit a man who was crossing the street. The driver did get out briefly, but then drove away. Silent Witness is offering a $2,000 reward for any information that leads to an arrest. A reminder that you can remain anonymous. We also do have an update on that deadly rollover crash. This happened on State Route 74 near Lake Pleasant. We have learned now, I should say, that 43-year-old Crystal Tenna was killed. Investigators tell us that a car was trying to pass some other cars before it crashed into her car. The driver responsible was taken to the hospital for some minor injuries. Police say impairment was not a factor. Now to our DCS State of Failure coverage. ABC 15's Ashley Holden was at the Capitol on Friday, working to learn the next steps in an ongoing probe involving the Department of Child Safety. That included when the next special meeting would be held. Chair of the Health and Human Services Committee, Senator Corrine Warner, says they are expecting that next meeting to be held towards the end of November. And ABC 15 has learned that they expect it will once again take place behind closed doors.
We want to ensure that the tribes can feel like they can speak freely, that, we had group home staff in the last stakeholder meeting and they will be invited again. We want them to be able to say how they feel, give their ideas and not be intimidated by cameras in the room. And of course, we'll be open to interviews afterwards.
There is much more from our 101 interview with Senator Warner. She detailed the meetings that she has had with DCS and also some potential changes that are on the horizon. You can see more of that interview right now on ABC15.com. Foster youth here in the Valley, they are using their voices to fix issues in DCS care. Friday night, state lawmakers met with dozens of teenagers who are currently living in group homes to listen to some of their concerns and the systems that they propose. Many teens telling us that they want more safety standards and also preventative mental health resources to make group homes feel more like a safe space.
They've discussed the inability to be normal, to have normalcy. They've expressed a lot of kids who have been moved in and out of group homes, how some group homes had staff that weren't properly trained on how to de-escalate or how to care for them.
So that conversation, it was put on by Jacob's Mission Community Center. And if you have a story about DCS that you would like us to look into, send us an email to dcs@abc15.com. You can also stay updated on the very latest developments by visiting abc15.com/DCS. Here in the Valley, the spooktacular Hot Air Balloon Festival is back at Salt River Fields at Talking Stick this weekend. You can enjoy some Halloween-themed fun for the whole family, and that includes plenty, of course, of hot air balloons lighting up the night sky, live music and performances, and of course, trick-or-treating. You can find more details over at the Things to Do section of our website. And happening today, the city of Scottsdale is celebrating its 9th annual Dia de los Muertos festival. This event will have some traditional altars, music, a procession through the Civic Center. And this year also includes a first-time performance by a folk ballet company from Mexico. Most events are free. They're going to run through Sunday. It'll be another really nice day here in the Valley. A little bit warm for fall, but thankfully we're not at that record that we were seeing just last year. We were sitting at 97 degrees here for the tail end of your October. But today our high is 87 degrees. That is about average for this time of year. Highs in other parts of our state today. really nice. We're going to have dry, cool air in Sedona. You'll be sitting at just 76 degrees. 64 degrees is your high today in Flagstaff. So likely a jacket if you're up in the high country. Payson, your high today will be 73 degrees. Let's show you a look at that 7-day forecast, though. Warm today, even warmer towards the middle of your week. We're going to be reaching the 90s by Tuesday. They'll stick around until at least Thursday before dipping down to potentially 89 for your Halloween. For the very latest headlines, weather, and traffic, just head on over to ABC15.com or download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC 15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.